Breakfast puppies, dinner puppies, lunch puppies. Ain't no thing. I'll dust all them puppies because I'm Jebediah. I'm the farmer over here. I got all your dusting puppy needs.
This podcast contains adult language and content and is meant for mature audiences. Listener discretion is advised.
We're all set to begin, so let's dive right in to bikers, dice, and bars. Talking bicycles and motorbikes, gamer things and all the like. You can listen to it in your cars, but mostly it's about dive bars. Bikers, dice, and bars.
Jacob, long time. What are we drinking tonight?
This is called a Creole Cauldron.
Ooh.
Creole Cauldron.
Mm-mm.
It is actually an actual drink, originated supposedly in about 1930s in the southern Louisiana area. There is argument as to whether it was at one of New Orleans' prominent hotels or some other location, like any drink back then. There's lots of arguments. The one difference I made from the stock recipe is that I did not use real grapefruit juice. I subbed in Paloma mix, which adds a little bit more sweetness.
Honestly, I like that. Thank you. I'm not a big fan of grapefruit.
Yeah. The original recipe called for simple and grapefruit juice, at which point, why not just use Paloma mix? Because they weren't asking for ruby red or anything like that, so you weren't working for that citrus sharp note.
Well, and grapefruit juice notoriously interacts with a lot of medications.
I mean, that's always a factor I keep in mind.
I really appreciate that.
You're welcome.
I don't think it interacts with any of mine, but, cheers.
Speaking of interacting terribly with people's medications, you're listening to Bikers, Dice, and Bars, recorded here for the first time in over a year in Portland, Oregon.
What the hell are you talking about? What is this podcast? Wait a minute. I was invited to make some drinks for y'all. What do you mean? I thought Bikers, Dice, and Bars was dead.
By saying fuck you, you consent to being recorded.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yay!
I'm NPC.
I'm just Jacob.
I'm Dr. Xander Gerrymander.
I am Poppy Beaujolais.
And today we are joined by a very special guest.
Dr. K.
Nice.
Welcome to the table, Dr. K.
Now, some of our listeners may have heard Dr. K on some other thing, something about drinking.
Maybe a little podcast called Bar Therapy that we do together.
That's right.
Mm.
On a very special episode.
Biker Slice. Okay, so cat's out of the bag. We're playing Fallout today. We haven't recorded in a while, so a lot of our procedures are a little bit off. But I proposed to the group, I want to play Fallout. I've been obsessed with Fallout since I first played the original Fallout computer game, and then played Fallout 3, which is still today one of my probably my favorite video game of all time. And Fallout, Fallout 2, Fallout 3, Fallout. I even liked Fallout Brotherhood of Steel, the PlayStation/Xbox original game from Snowblind Studios, which is universally reviled by the true fans and the no mutants allowed grognards, but I thought it was a fucking fun game because I really liked Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, and it was essentially Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance with guns, which is just what I wanted. Anyway, been playing Fallout 76 lately. We just had the Fallout TV show, and I have been consuming the Fallout 2D20 role-playing game system from Modifius. I think it's time to play some Fallout.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, I think it's time for us to revive this, get this going.
You mean
again.
crawl out from under our post-apocalyptic bunker?
Crawl out from the Fallout, baby.
I mean, quite literally. In preparation for this episode, I was listening to some of our old episodes just to remember our spirit, our theme, cadence, that sort of thing. And I realized that we literally shut down during COVID.
It was
we tried.
tough.
We really tried. Yeah. We tried to do some of the streaming to switch to an online thing. I was scrambling and I had to learn a lot of new technologies because I never really dealt with streaming. Turns out, no, sir.
Yeah.
Don't like it.
Not for you.
Not for me. No, I don't want to put on pants. I had to put on pants today because people were over, but You know, Sander leans over and checks. You want to see something, buddy?
And I imagine sitting on a yoga ball, which is just fucking free balling, would not be super comfortable either.
No.
It's sticking kind of,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyways, we've crawled out of the bunker into the wasteland, and here we are today.
Yes. Today we are running the very first inaugural session of what I hope will be an ongoing thing. I did listen to all of the Tales from the Loop stuff recently to kind of get myself jammed. That was a lot of fun. And I want to get back to that level of awesomeness. Yeah.
That was without hyperbole my favorite. That has been my favorite gaming experience of my life thus far.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I couldn't get a hold of Navita. I would love to have Navita here. Zip was so cool.
Zip was awesome.
so
cool.
But yeah. So instead we have Dr. K, and Dr. K is super excited to play. I'm super excited to play with you, I should say. But I gather you're super excited
I
too.
too am excited to play.
And if I'm not mistaken, this is your first tabletop role-playing game?
It is.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness, welcome.
Thank you.
We get to pop this cherry?
Damn.
You watch me talk to my wife, sir.
Okay, well then, without further ado, let's get to it. We'll have a quick break, and then we'll start playing.
Down on the Gulf Coast, after the bombs fly, 200 years already gone by. But Lurk and Snapfang are on the menu at almost every Benville Square venue. The overseer is NPC. The players Jacobs and Dr. K and Bobby Bougeli in the Big Easy try to stay alive in the fallout of Uranium Moonpie.
War? War ain't changed much. At least none so far as I can reckon. Just the actors on the stage has changed, you know? We've been shooting and shanking one another since our ancestors first hit each other with rocks. And more often than not, it was because one side had shinier rocks than the other side, and they just wasn't sharing. And well, share and shank alike, as they say. Or, as someone says, maybe that's just me. All I really know is our great and then some grandpappy spilled a lot of their own blood over these damn rocks, and their descendants, that's us, carry on that proud tradition today. Like I said, the actors have changed, but so have the rocks, I guess, because now these rocks are radioactive. Melt your skin off and made old Bessie grow a second dang head. But war? Nah, war ain't changed none. Anyway, getting ahead of myself here. So eventually these shiny rocks all started collecting in larger and larger amounts across fewer and fewer hands, and the rock havers decided to call themselves the government. They tried to tell us how the Ruskies and the Chinese were the enemy of all things American, red, white, and blue. Told us to spend more and more money so we could own the Reds, as they said. But some of us down here, we saw through the lies. We heard what that old vault boy was really cooking, if you catch my drift. Then when the nukes started flying, and the few fingers left that could still point all said the Reds had done it, we down here, we didn't buy it. We knew the truth. We saw through the bullshit, and we still see through the bullshit. To this day, we down home folks like to call it the war of corporate aggression, because we all know the real enemy was the bottom line and a bunch of goddamn shiny rocks that never made a hill of beans a difference. And you know what? Well, I done lost my train of thought. Go read a book, if you can find one, or play a game, and roll tide.
Welcome to the Gulf, folks. Let's roll some dice and shoot some skeet and kick back a sixer good old cane cola and have ourselves a rowdy good time role-playing like the good Lord intended. This message is brought to you by Cane Cola, manufactured in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, the heart of Dixie in the greater Gulf Commonwealth. Roll Tide Roll and drink Cane Cola. I'm NPC and I'll be your GM, and that stands for the Guff Master because I'm the only one going to be giving you guff around here. Starting to my left, introduce yourselves, your characters, and be sure to include them their pronouns so the folks at home don't get confused.
Hello, I am Poppy Beaujolais, and I will be playing our vault dweller, recently out of the vault dweller, Phyllis Smith. She goes by Phil. She is her. She is accompanied by her faithful companion, Mr. Whiskers, who is a captive bred Florida panther. Domesticated, more or less.
Mr. Whiskers, if I understand correctly from the things that we were talking about, Mr. Whiskers is also wearing a cat vault suit.
Well, I asked AI to make me a panther wearing a vault suit, and it did a very good job, although it gave him an extra leg. Which is kind of appropriate for Fallout. I'm guessing that... See, here's what I'm not sure of, and maybe we can discuss, is that I don't know if the animals need resistance from the fallout radiation the same as people do, because the fallout suits kind of protect from some radiation, if I remember correctly.
They do a little bit, but you don't have to worry about that.
Okay, I don't worry about that. I'm going to say
don't
he's
worry
not...
about it until we're going into like a blast crater.
Okay, that's
then
fair.
It won't matter.
I'm going to say he's not wearing a vault suit.
To you all, Crystal and I don't care.
Nah,
it's a sauna.
I'm gonna assume he is. Yeah, I'm gonna assume he's not wearing a vault suit, and that through our captive breeding programs, I suspect that our animals have become naturally have some resistance. So we're just gonna say he is a regular old Florida panther, just in his full natural beauty.
It's just Jacob here on the mics. Pronouns are as you choose, and I will be playing Bone.
What are Bone's pronouns? Same?
Bone's pronouns are he, him.
Right.
Bone's been around a while. He's a ghoul. Don't ask him how old he is. He don't remember. Don't ask him where he's from. He don't remember. Don't ask him anything that happened past last week, because it's probably the same answer. Bone's a ghoul. Mostly hangs out around the southern Louisiana area. Makes his living as a roustabout and a bit of a bone player, if you know what I mean.
Oh, I just got that reference. Okay. Wonderful.
This is Dr. K, and I'll be playing Crystal. She is a ghoul as well. In that 220 plus ish. Who's counting birthdays anymore when you're that age? Range. She's a trader, and her faithful toothless snapfang Snappy carries her gear forth through the wastelands as she's come out of Florida. Originally, she has kind of an interesting backstory. She was originally a Weekiwachi mermaid until there was a bad air incident with one of her best friends that worked there, and she wasn't able to save her in time. So she left the mermaiding trade and went into gator wrestling and education, and that's where she kind of continued after the blast. That she just continued on with the new animals in the world and kind of finding her way.
All right. This is Dr. Xander Gerrymander. I am playing Captain Jack, who is a survivor. He runs a pest control business inherited by his father, but discovered that his actual true passion is cooking. So he eradicates your pests in your house and then becomes Chef Jacques, who wears a fake mustache to go and disguise himself to not look like Captain Jack, and runs a restaurant called Chef Jacques Road Skill Critter Kitchen. And yeah, he just wants to cook food. That's all he wants to do. He's so happy about it.
Well, folks, if you haven't figured out, we are today playing Fallout. I know we've said it a few times already, but in case you happen to just hit that next button a few times and skip over the boring stuff, that's what we're doing today. Fallout, the 2D20 system from Modiphius. It's, in my opinion, one of the better incarnations of their game. Unfortunately, like many Modiphius books, it's a lot of editing issues, but this one has some of the fewest that I've seen. Before we play, I want to do a quick, and I do mean quick, very basic, and I do mean basic rules overview, just as a refresher to make sure we all know what we're going to be doing. And we'll probably repeat some of these instructions in more detail as we go. So the basic thing in this game, whenever you want to do anything, is a dice check. And that dice check involves, as the system implies, 2 D20s. You can add more based on a variety of things, such as spending your special action points or helping each other out. But ultimately, it's 2 D20, and you can have a maximum of 5 D20. There are a few exceptions to this. Very, 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 very few, and you will know them when they happen. If you don't already have it written on your sheet, it's probably never going to happen. When you roll, you have a stat. You have your special stats based on the Fallout special system. And then you have a series of skills connected to those stats. Whenever you want to do a check, you're going to take a stat, add that number to a skill, and that is your target number for that 2d20 roll. You want to get as many of your dice equal to or lower than that number as you can. So roll the dice, roll low. If you roll a 1 on any die, that's a crit. The dice that I have so graciously supplied your end of the table with already have the ones marked out on them for easy, quick reference. And if you roll under one of your very special tag skills, which are the skills that you have like a little dot next to, if you roll under that number, you also crit. If you crit, essentially it's like a double effect thing. You get 2 successes for that 1 die. If you roll a d20 and you get a 20 on it, then that is considered a complication. It ain't necessarily a failure. Just means shit went a little sideways and maybe old Pooh Bear got stuck in the honey pot, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
And finally, you have these things called effect dice. They are the D6s. They's the ones with the faces on them with the shit-eating grins. You roll those whenever it says to roll a bunch of faces. You'll see that little shit-eating grin in your character sheet sometimes. If you see that, you roll that many dice at those D6s.
Okay, I see that.
So you roll them out, you roll them up, you add up any of the numbers that you see, plus 1 for every one of those dumbass faces you see. And the faces will trigger special effects, and you'll know probably if you got them, if they apply. And finally, we have action points. The action points are those special tokens that I have sitting out from the Fallout New Vegas box set, special edition. Normally, the game allows a maximum of 6, but I have 7 tokens and I want to use them all. So I've decided, after running some numbers, that 7 works just fine. You can have a maximum of 7 points in your action pool at any time, and you are shared by the whole group. You all can spend from them. You all can add to them. If you have extra successes than you need to accomplish a task, you can add more action points to the pool. However, if you need more dice or want to do a handful of the things that should be written down on those helper sheets out there, the action points, you can spend them to accent your test, either before you roll, giving you more dice, or after you roll, giving you greater insight, asking questions, and so on.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Can we, by adding to the pool, can we take it above 7, or is 7 the cap on it?
7 is the cap.
I got it.
Yep. It can never go higher than 7. Now, in some Modifius games, it degrades over time.
Mm-hmm.
So after every scene, it drops 1 point. This doesn't work that way. This game is really, really heavily meant to emulate the Fallout 4 role-playing game. Video game. Reading this game was kind of exciting. Like, I know how that works, and it actually works exactly the same. But like, it was pretty cool. Bone, running through the ruined outskirts outside, just north of Big Luxe. Fading orange-gray, nuclear dusk sunlight. You are pulling in tow Phyllis, who is conscious, and Jack, who is not quite so conscious. The sounds of gunfire are echoing all throughout this shelled out, collapsed area of town that is largely abandoned. Just behind you, over your shoulders, you can just barely see the walls of Big Luxe and hear the gunfire happening behind that, and the shouts and the screams, and maybe even feel a little bit of the heat of the fires burning in that city now. But it could also be the Mississippi Gulf heat, and you're just imagining it.
Well, you see, it's a dry heat, so it's obviously the fire.
You run through these alleyways heading towards the docks that you know are just ahead. You can either steal a boat, or if you're lucky, maybe one of your contacts in the docks and the smuggling and the transportation rings of the area will be there ready to go. You are just about to open your mouth and give this young lady that you've just met. Sorry, Phyllis, are you young? I thought you were a young lady.
I'm like 30 something.
This young lady some advice, some calming words, because she looks like a fish out of water, so to speak. When you round a corner and there is a group of raiders in the act of just gunning down a group of locals who are also trying to escape the chaos of Big Luxe. In the moment, as a split decision, you look down, you see on one of the slain in the last heartbeat escapees, in their hand, a grenade that they were in the act of pulling the pin out when they were shot down. The raiders turn their guns toward you, and you, Bone, make a snap decision. You grab that grenade. In the act of grabbing it, you expect that finger to just yank that pin out, and it does. And you throw it down, turn, grab the lady with her bright blue vault suit that's kind of sopping wet and smelling bad at this particular moment. But again, as a ghoul, ain't no thing.
Hey now.
and grab the weird rat tail on the back of this chef-looking guy who's also followed you, yanking him down. Does the rat tail stay on, or does it fall off too?
Oh, no. So I cut off the rat tail to make the fake mustache.
Right. Okay.
So I don't have a rat tail anymore. I do, but it's in my pocket. Actually, it's on my face currently because
it is.
because I'm Chef Jacques currently. So it is on my face. I have a fake mustache made out of my former rat tail. Yeah.
So I'm gonna stick with it. You reach up and you grab his mustache. It's the closest thing within reach. Trying to pull him down, and it just rips off. And then you just as quickly grab the lapel of his shirt and yank him down.
Sacre bleu!
As the grenade finally goes tink, 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 and the raiders are like, oh, shit. What do you do?
Well, I'm going to take a quick look around.
Wom, 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 wom. Ears are ringing. Everything's vibrating. Dust and plaster are falling all around, and a few body parts. You have more blood on you than you did 5 seconds ago.
I sit there for a sec, staring at this fake mustache in my hand. And not knowing what else to do, I go, I suppose you want this back.
Jack, or Jacques, you at this moment are shaken out of this reverie. All your vision comes back. Your attention is suddenly brought back to the moment. It's like you were just pulled out of a 6-bottle blackout and then boom, sucked back into startling, immediate, horrifying sobriety.
Sacre bien, my mustache. I grab it awkwardly, realizing that it's no longer on my face.
It's still sticky.
Yeah. It's full of blood and matter, yeah.
After he takes the mustache from me, I wipe the glue residue on his jacket.
I mean,
that mustache was as fake as that goddamn accent. He goes,
I shake it off for a second. I mean, I don't know actually what this is, but I do appreciate you handing it back to me as I awkwardly put it back into my pocket.
Your ears are starting to come to, and you're hearing sounds in the back of just bits of plaster spattering to the ground. And some groans. And in the distance, a few shouts that seem to be getting closer. the kind of rugged, guttural rebel yell shouts that are from raiders, more than likely.
I think the blast knocked me out cold, and Mr. Whiskers has grabbed me by the lapel and is trying to drag me away to safety somewhere.
I'm going to change that.
Okay.
I like that, but instead I think you are on the ground and you are being woken up by this sandpaper, the slick, wet, heavy piece of sandpaper just scraping across your face.
Okay.
As in the cat's tongue.
Because I am really tasty because I'm covered in blood, probably.
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And I'm salty. Yeah.
I lean over and go, "You okay, child?"
I'm honestly in this moment not sure.
Get you on your feet. We gotta be going.
Hey, over there. I think there's survivors.
Quick.
Let's go check it.
Come on.
Okay.
Move.
And we run after. Mr. Whiskers and I run after.
Oh, I look over, see raiders. Heck no. I recognize Bone from being in my restaurant earlier today, I think. Maybe. I don't remember. But he seems to be going in the opposite direction of the raiders, so I'm just going to go and follow him and pull out my rifle and cock it just in case.
Okay. I'm going to do a thing. It's a mechanic that I've used in other games that I've adapted here to the 2D20 system. And for this system, I'm calling it a momentum race. Momentum is a term and used in the larger 2D20 system. Now, the Fallout version of that doesn't use the term momentum. It calls them action points. The idea is there are multiple participants, groups, we'll call them. There is your group, and then there's the bad guys. Your goal is to get more action points, bonus action points, build up throughout whatever it is that you're doing during these scenes than they do. You're trying to reach a point, a goal of 11 action points. So whenever you roll your dice, if you generate more successes than needed, you have a new action point spend, and that is donate to the goal or contribute to the goal, push the goal. I think everybody here, except Jacob, is new to the 2D20 system. So a quick recap. Whenever you roll your dice, let's say you're rolling against what's called a difficulty of 1. That means you need 1 success to succeed. But if you get 4 successes, well, you've got the 1 to succeed and you've got 3 extra successes. This system lets you do something with those. They're not just lost. They're not just super extra successes that do nothing. You get to spend them as action points. Action points can build up in your group pool. The main use of action points is to get extra dice on tests. When it's your turn to roll a check, you get your base to 2d20. But let's say I say, okay, that's a difficulty 4 test. And that means you need 4 successes to succeed at this. And you might be thinking, well, how the fuck can I get 4 successes on 2 dice? That's where action points come in. You spend 1 action point, will give you 1 more die. So that's 3. But if you spend 3 action points, it gives you 2 more dice. Or if you spend 6 action points, you get 3 extra dice. The cost goes up the more you add.
Gotcha.
The other uses of action points are to obtain information. If you roll a check and you succeed at that check and you have extra action points and you think, man, I want to learn something from this. What can I glean from this moment? You can ask me a question and then I have to answer that question honestly. Now, we could negotiate the question. I mean, it could simply, you shoot a guy and you get 5 extra action points and you can't be like, okay, what's the password of Fort Knox? It could be more like, what's this guy hiding from me or something? Or, I don't know, something more interesting about the situation. If it is a time complicated situation, like if you're racing against the clock, you can spend action points to reduce the time, to make it happen quicker. And on your turn, when combat comes around to you, when it's your turn to do something, you can spend action points to take extra actions. Finally, you can spend action points to do more damage. So if you just really want to murder a motherfucker, then you can spend action points to boost that damage and roll more of those little face guys. Okay. All of that is to explain that this particular scene that we're doing, I'm calling an action race. You need to generate 11 action points that you specifically set aside and put towards the goal of getting away from these raiders. I'm also trying to generate action points. I want to generate 11 action points, and that is to cut you off. If you succeed, you will get to the docks with no obstacle. If I succeed, you'll get to the docks, but there will be an additional encounter, an additional complication or problem. Got it?
Got it.
We're going to go right into combat initiative. Combat initiative flows based upon your initiative scores. Jack, you have a very impressive initiative of 14.
Thank you.
With Bone and Phyllis on a 10. And these guys, let me pull up the Raiders real quick. They're going on an 11. Okay, so here's how I want to do this. We're going to start with Bone. Bone, tell me what you're going to do.
So for this, it's just trying to weave my way through the alleyways, side streets, using my familiarity with the city to get off the beaten path and go through side routes rather than the main thoroughfares that most raiders and rioters will be on.
Bone, your plan this round is your action is totally focused on guiding. You don't care about the raiders. You care more about the people with you. Okay, Phyllis?
So I have no idea what's going on. And I only have a switchblade, 11 bullets from my 10mm pistol that I got off of a dead body, and a cougar. So
Does that cougar prefer martini shaken or stirred?
Thank you for going there.
I'm sorry, a Florida panther. I'm so sorry.
I mean, that's what we call them down south.
A catamount.
I mean,
Those fighting words.
I mean, in these parts, I only know one cougar, if you know what I mean.
Oh, show enough. Show enough. So I think that for reasons of survival, this rather odd-looking gentleman seems to have good intentions, pointing at Bone over here. So I think I'm going to just follow his lead.
Okay.
And just generally say, I've got Mr. Whiskers at my side. I'm generally going to be sort of slightly back and to the left of you in kind of a semi-combat position that I probably learned along the way, but honestly have no fucking clue what's going on. So, yeah.
The shittiest weaver grip in the world.
Yeah.
The raiders, on their turn, are going to be trying to scramble for their gear and follow you guys. It's not the ones that you blew up, but it's their friends who are just like a shout away. And finally, what are you doing? Jack? Who are you talking to right now?
Oh, I am now Captain Jack again because someone ripped off my fucking mustache.
There's no raccoon on the table, you see. So
yeah. So I have the chef raccoon in front of me when I'm Chef Jacques. When I'm Captain Jack, it's just going to be me.
Okay.
So...
which makes so much sense as an audio format, but trust us, y'all, it makes sense.
He is referring to a stuffed animal that I have from the Overcooked video game of a raccoon chef in a wheelchair. It's adorable.
Yeah. So I am going to also follow Bone's lead because I know he knows the town, and I know the town well. I've been living here for a while, so I know he's going in the right direction. I'm also going to go and see if there's any immediately available ammunition from the exploded raiders that he just chucked a grenade at to try to go and re-up, because there might be a fight coming.
Okay. Now we're going to start with you and work back through those actions. Okay. This is how I do combat. Every round, the people who take actions will do so in the order of their initiative. The book normally says that it just goes in order of initiative every round. What I like to do is start from the people in the lowest initiative, have them announce their actions. So then the people with the highest initiative can take their actions based upon what they perceive the lower initiative people are going to be doing. So like if my raiders are like, hey, well, I'm going to walk up and shoot you in the face, but you have a higher initiative, you know that's coming, so you can take action accordingly. We're back at the top. You have the highest initiative of this group, Jack. It's gonna.
That's the joke.
I'm having this beverage. What was this called again, Jacob?
Oh, that's just a Creole cauldron.
Creole cauldron. It's delicious and saucy. Are you focusing more on following him, or are you focusing more on doing a quick search of these bodies? One will get you away. The other will get you stuff.
I'm gonna go for going away. Actually, I'm not liking these Raiders vibe. They kind of suck. I'm not into them. I want to not die.
You can simply state that your major action this round, of which you get one for free, would be to help Bone. You have additional knowledge that could help him and could move the group further along.
Yeah, let's do that. That sounds great.
Okay. On your turn, if you want, you could spend a minor action to do something such as draw an item, interact with your equipment or environment in a simple way, like opening a door or pushing a button, or take a chem.
Oh God!
If you have any drugs, you can take a drug.
No, I'm not Crystal, so I don't have any drugs on me.
You don't know that yet.
Sorry. I am going to take the minor action to draw my weapon, just in case things go sideways.
Good call. Good call.
And otherwise, I'm going to help Bone get us the fuck out of here.
All right, moving down to initiative. That was initiative 14. Moving to initiative 11. The Raiders are going to be taking their actions. You hear them, but do not immediately see them. In the background, you hear shouts that are getting closer. And even further beyond that, you hear as multiple high-pitched motorcycle engines, probably dirt bikes, start up. We'll go with Jack.
Well then,
I'm just going to go that way around the table.
like I said,
You mean Bone?
Sorry, Bone.
don't do that to me because I go by Jack by too many too many other places. Jesus,
My
dude.
brain was like Jacob. And, yeah.
Yeah,
You know what? Booze happens.
yeah. Booze happens.
So we'll get name tags.
Long story. So yeah, like I said, I'm trying to plot the side route we're going. If there's any old dumpsters, perhaps just push them in the way as we continue to go down side streets.
Gotcha. In order to make this happen, we're going to have our first dice roll of the evening. Yay! Jacob, this is going to be a pathfinding. Due to the way that you have described your actions, we're going to base this off of perception plus survival.
Oh, really now?
What's your perception?
3.
Okay.
Plus it's a tag skill.
Okay. What's your survival?
Sorry, my perception is 5.
Your survival.
My survival is 3, and it's a tag skill.
However, don't forget, if you would like, you can also make the very first use of
an
the luck
action
mechanic.
Oh, I'm definitely doing that.
Okay.
Ooh.
So you spend a point of luck, and that lets you substitute your luck stat for your perception.
Well, then that will be a 9 and plus my 3 survival tag skill.
Jack, you're helping this roll.
Mm-hmm.
That means you're going to roll a single die.
Okay.
Just one die. And you can roll it towards whatever skill that you think is going to be assisting. You were going, the way you described it was based on your knowledge of the city. So I would base that on either intelligence or perception plus survival.
Well, I'm going to go perception and survival because that would make it out of 10.
Okay.
All combined.
Roll a d20. Try to get a 10 or less.
Absolutely not.
That's it. Hey, an 18 is a failure, but it's not a complication. So, all right.
We'll take it.
Jacob, you've
Well-
got 2 dice.
Oh, I got 2 dice.
Only 2.
Only 2. 2d20.
Unless you can come up with some other skill or ability that
There
gives
is
you more
literally
dice.
no way to use a trombone to get out of this situation, so I don't have one.
Is that literally the only weapon you have?
Oh no, it's not the only weapon I have.
okay.
But it's
So I think you've spent a point of luck and you're now going to get a target number of 12.
correct. That's a 12 and a 6. Ooh, on a tag skill.
So that's 2 successes. You only needed 1 in this case to move the party forward towards your objective. That's going to get you 1. You know what? Roll me one of those d6s.
Oh, I would love to, sir. That's a blank.
Okay, it's going to get you 1 zone of this battlefield away from them, but it will also do so in a way that based upon your description, is slightly obfuscating the direction or the route that you're taking. So the raiders will have a little bit harder of a time getting back onto your trail to cut you off. So you got one success towards that, and you got one extra success. So you have an option here. You can either throw that extra success towards one of the action point spins, such as learning something about the situation.
Mm-hmm.
You can throw it into the pool for someone else to use later, or you can put it towards the 11 points that you need to exit this scene.
I'm going to actually use it to ask a question.
Okay.
Are they? Is there any sense that they're specifically looking for us, or just looking for anybody?
Good. That's a really good question. You gather that they are simply vultures.
Got it.
Picking vultures and coyotes. They are picking on those who were fleeing the city. In fact, you've seen this group of raiders before, not necessarily those individuals that are now dead in front of you.
I recognize the tags and markings.
The tags, the markings, scarification, the colors that they're wearing. You've seen them. They lurk in this area and prey upon traders. They are usually not so bold, but warfare in the city behind you maybe has made them a little bit emboldened.
Okay.
Phyllis, you're up.
Yes. So I think at this point I realize, oh, these people are trying to hurt us. This person is trying to keep me safe. Okay. My own survival instincts will kick in. So here's my current debate. I'm trying, because my intelligence and science are so high, I'm trying to figure out, like, in that moment while I like go into survival mode and figure out some amazing science physics way to like make shit fall, or I don't know, or am I just gonna like grab my gun, like look at the bullet, like turn to bone and be like, do you have any more of these? And then just start trying to cover, you know? But I'm not sure like what the setup fully looks like. So it would be kind of complicated to be like, oh, I figure out with my science magic that like I'm gonna shoot that rope, which means that beam is gonna fall down and then crush. But you know what I mean? Like,
I like that.
Some kind of wacky
You're
Rube
using physics,
Goldberg
yeah.
kind of, you know, kind of thing. Because my intelligence is 8 and my science is a 3 and it's tagged. So I'm like, can I really quickly be like, oh, motherfucker, I can shoot that, and then all hell will break
you know
loose
how
or
ropes
something.
and pulleys.
I know how ropes. I know how basic machines work. Yeah, simple machines.
So-
Yeah.
I like where you're going with
Yeah,
this.
yeah,
Here's
yeah.
what we
Love
can
this.
do. Well, the reason is that, again, these are more successes. And as you were saying that, I came to an epiphany. And that epiphany is, we're short on time. I'm dropping the action point requirement from 11 down to 7.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you just need to get 7 points to get out. However, I need to get 7 points to cut you off,
Got it.
Okay.
just so you know.
Okay.
And we are currently at
You're currently at nothing.
Nothing.
You have spent you have spent that one. You have to
Yep.
take the point and specifically put it aside and not spend it.
Go.
And it's put towards a goal.
Got it.
However, Poppy, what you're saying is fantastic. If you would like, you can try and observe the environment.
Yes.
I would because you're trying to observe it, it would be perception plus science. Unfortunately, it wouldn't be intelligence. Intelligence is more figuring out what's in front of you. This is a crazy situation where you don't know what's in front of you, so you need to observe.
Okay.
Science would be more, I'm going to take what's in my hands and do
Okay.
something with it.
Oh.
Perception is more, if you want to look at the environment and just come up with ideas.
So building a bomb is
Science.
Yes.
yes.
Building a
Intelligence.
bomb
Plus
with the things in
intelligence.
front of you is science.
Okay.
Finding things
And
to build a
intelligence.
bomb with would be, I'm sorry, intelligence. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Finding things to build the bomb with would be perception.
Perception. Got it.
Okay.
So this case, yeah, the way you've described what you want to do, we're going to go with it. Perception plus
Okay.
either science or survival.
My survival is a 3 and my science is a 3.
Are either of them tagged?
Science is tagged
There you go. Science it is.
and uses my intelligence. Does
Normally,
that matter?
yes, but the game is set in a way that we can change that out.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So what's your perception?
So my perception is a 5.
Okay, so you got a total of 8.
Okay. So I'm
You
going to
got
roll
2 dice.
2 and you have to get under an 8.
Yep.
Oh, boy.
What's your
8
luck?
or lower.
My luck is a 5.
Okay, there's no use in spending
All
that.
right,
So,
well.
damn.
Oh, no, 19 and a 3.
Huh?
Three's a success.
Three's great.
Oh, 3 is, it's one of the 2.
A 3 is under 8.
Yeah.
But it's also 3 or less because your science skill is a skill.
Oh, sweet.
And it's tagged.
Yes.
Because it's a tagged skill, that counts as a crit.
Ooh.
2 successes.
Roll Tide.
So, tell you what, Roll Tide is simple. If you say Roll Tide, I'm inventing a house rule right now because I'm 2 drinks in. This is my 2 drinks in house rule. Whenever you say a Roll Tide, you get an action point.
Yay!
And I get 2.
No!
Oh!
That's it. That's it.
I don't get
That's it.
XP for saying Roll Tide.
Nope. You get an action point, and I get 2.
Oh, no. Okay.
Oh boy.
I have no limit. Just so you know. Think about that. Think about
You
it.
realize we do live together, right?
You know what? Sorry. Hold on. I'm changing it.
Okay.
Because that's not severe enough. I get 3.
What? Oh dear.
Free action points, just free fucking action points are heinous. But I like it enough that Roll Tide is 1 for you and 3 for me.
What have you done?
I love it.
Wait. You know what? I'll even be generous. I'm not going to get them this one time. You now have 1 in the pool to do with as you see fit. Because you said it the first time. What's up?
Well, we have 1 Roll Tide per session where you don't
Nope.
take it. Fuck.
No.
Okay. Well,
Just
I tried.
the first one.
I tried.
First time.
So
new
say
girl,
it because I'm giving you the guff. Okay.
Oh,
So,
the guff.
Anyway, with 1 success
Yes.
on your test,
Yes.
you're able to get enough information to kind of piece together what you could use to maybe collapse behind you, or if I were to place a well-placed 10mm round right in that board there, I would collapse that entire shambling bit of walkway that somebody put up. This is not up to OSHA standards, and it would fall down upon us and block our way.
Yes, I want to do that.
You can't do it yet.
Oh.
You just know that you could.
Okay. Okay.
However,
Like once we get under it.
you get a second action point. Or sorry, you earned an action point from that second success.
Critical success.
So I give you an option here. This is because I am a generous game master who provides ways for you to not accomplish your goals. This new way is you could do it now. It happens. Or you could put this point towards your 7-point goal.
Question: Do I need to spend an action point to draw my weapon?
You need to spend a minor action to draw your weapon, which
Okay.
you have an extra action, minor action, so
Okay.
you could do that now. Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna draw
no
the
extra
weapon.
cost to draw your weapon.
I'm gonna draw the weapon.
So
but I'm gonna wait.
you could either action point towards the pot for someone else to use, towards the goal. You need 7 points to finish the scene, or to accomplish what you just decided.
I'm gonna add my action point to the pool.
Okay.
To help.
There should be 2 in the pool right now.
now there is.
2 total.
Okay,
Yes.
There you go.
There's now 2 total.
Okay, that's it. Now, starting from you, round 2, we're going to work backwards. What are you doing this round? Round 2. Fight.
Oh man. What can I do?
Honestly, I wouldn't think on it too hard.
Okay,
What is it
okay.
that you want to do? Do you want to shoot that thing and follow him, or do you want to? What do you care more about? Do you want to get away, or do you want to cause some ruckus?
I want to get away.
Okay. My advice would be that if you're wanting to get away, you would work to help whoever is focused on getting away.
Yes.
That would give him more
Oh
dice.
yeah, I'm helping Bone.
Okay,
Yeah.
Bone, is that you're going to keep doing?
Oh yeah. I
Okay.
mean the only modification is if I see a like business or something that looks rather wealthy, I'm going to try to take us through a side door and then out the front door. Like, if the raiders are going to follow us, they might get distracted by all the things they can loot.
Oh, clever. This wasn't what I was thinking you were going for, but I like what you're... Okay, I like it. Jack? Oh, sorry. The Raiders are now going to press the offensive. They are moving and they are on the hunt. They spent the last round regrouping, figuring out what was going on, starting their engines, and now they are moving forward full steam to get you. And if they see you, they're going to shoot you. Xander, sorry. Jack.
I am solely focused on getting us the hell out of here.
So then you're helping him?
Yep.
Got it. Okay. Well, we're going to move in that direction. Your action is being basically held back to help him. However, you still get a minor action. Minor action could be interact with something in a minor way, such as draw another weapon or...
Oh, I draw
ready
my
another piece
Molotov
of-
cocktail.
Oh, good.
Jesus, I've been thinking of an excuse to try to find one.
Had it the whole time.
I have several, don't worry.
Okay. No, that's a perfect use of a minor action. Great. You have a Molotov cocktail and your weapon. The Raiders are moving in. They have not been set back in any way because you didn't take action to create the obstacle behind you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to see if the Raiders are able to catch a trail because of actions that Bone took in the last round. Probably not. I'm holding on to my action points because this is a stupid roll. No. They do not seem to have caught your trail yet, but they are searching all around. You hear raiders in all directions, east and west. None yet north. And north is your destination. But also none immediately south, which is down the alley you've been running. You do not hear them, but you do hear, you hear the sounds of dirt bikes in action.
Okay.
They are now in motion,
Okay. Come from what? Can we tell which direction?
east and west.
They're coming from here.
It's hard to tell, but at least from the way that these alleys and collapsed houses are channeling the sound, it comes across us east and west. Anyway, Bone, you're up.
Yo.
So you're going to have your base 2 dice.
Yep.
Now, first, we're going to have both Bus and Jack. You're going to be rolling a die to assist. This is your action this round to assist. The way that things have been said so far, it's still going to be based on your survival skill. However, the stat is going to be up to you. I'll tell you what, you can make it either agility or perception.
Same for me. It's a 10 either way. So here we go.
Yeah, mine are both the same. They're both 5.
Nope.
Okay. So
You're not helping.
What's your survival?
3.
So 8. Roll a d20 and try to get an 8 or less.
Jack's in
Just
mourning
one.
for the
Just one.
restaurant.
I am still mourning for the restaurant.
18.
No.
Oh my goodness,
You're not
you
getting any bonus
guys.
dice. However, there's 2 dice in the pool. Would
Why
you like
did
to
you
spend
save
one for
these
a bonus
dice?
die?
Okay, I'm going to use one of
Okay.
these. I'm
I
using
understand you haven't played with us before.
Too late.
But
You gotta
depending on
spin
me
it
to
before you
save
roll.
anyone is like,
Got it.
this is your life, this is my hand, and it is covered in grease.
I'm gonna get my dice tray.
Yeah. So Bone. Oh, too late. You can't
Too
spin
late.
anymore. What you
Nope. Total whiff on that, 16, 19.
Jesus, we all rolled so high,
got? Oof.
which is normally so good, except in this game.
Okay, this will be round 3. Now, just so you know, you can take actions based upon this and based upon my description of the end of the round, the second round. The Raiders will be upon you this round. Because you failed to make progress,
Oh,
but
Jesus.
they did, they will be upon you.
Okay, so I have a cougar,
Honey,
a mountain lion, a panther, whatever.
I'll climb that mountain.
If I were to say, so I've trained this mountain lion, right? That's my buddy. If I were to say, like, you know, if I were to give the critter a command to say, like, you know, roar, and you know how panthers do that terrifying
Guttural.
right? That I can't, you know, you can't even mimic it.
hiss?
That horrific sound. Like I could say, like, Mr. Whiskers, speak. And like my intention is to like terrify these raiders because they don't know what the fuck this is or what that sound is. Like, how would that mechanic work as like a daze or like a something like that? That's something I could hope I can throw in there.
Okay, one note is from now forward, pick one, Panther or Jaguar, because both of those have deep personal significance to me as a Mobilian. Panther my alma mater, or Jaguar, my other alma mater. So,
I think it is specifically called a Florida Panther, so I will try to say Panther.
Panther it is. That's my high school alma mater. Yep.
I will try. It's called by so many different names.
Our mascot, Murphy Panthers.
Go Panthers.
Go Roll Tide. And no Panthers. Oh, the look she just gave me. No. You're fine.
Pure fear. I didn't do it. It wasn't me.
NPC, do we get an action point because you said Roll Tide?
Technically.
You know what?
That's amazing.
I'll give you one.
Yes.
Okay. This is what I'm doing now. This is the Roll Tide game. Oh, no. No. This isn't a huzzah die. Okay.
Huzzah.
Panther or cougar? Sorry, not
Panther.
Cougar. Panther or Jaguar?
Panther.
Panther it is. Okay. So to answer your question, which was what?
Can I give my Panther a command?
Yes.
To try to scare the raiders.
So your Panther counts as what's called a companion.
Yes.
In this game, you can have companion NPCs like hirelings or sidekicks. They are assumed to always take minor actions necessary to follow you, or to go where you go, or to keep up with you and whatever it is that you're doing.
Yeah.
Their major actions only happen on your turn. You have a new ability on a major action on your turn to command them instead to do a major action. Otherwise, they don't take their own initiative. Companions are essentially an extra side ability that you might have access to.
Okay, so I'm hearing a yes.
You can do that, but that'll be your action.
That will be your action.
Okay. This is a note to remind you to put in a sound effect of a panther roaring.
Oh, no.
When this happens. Okay.
See,
okay.
I have also watched Anchorman, the Ron Burgundy story. So I am familiar with the panther noise. I'm going to do my best to get that one. We'll see if I can pull it off.
I thought with Talladega.
Sex Panther.
Oh, but also there was Talladega when the Panthers in the car. Where's my Crystal Gale t-shirt?
Oh, it's such a good movie. Okay.
Dear sweet.
So your action this round is what? Round 3.
I am. So can we see the raiders yet?
You will on your action. They will be here.
Okay. So on my action, I'm going to say, Mr. Whiskers, speak. And he will.
Oh, I like it.
Have the horrific panther roar. And hopefully that will scare them. Because this has worked before as a great prank in the vault.
Yeah, okay. He's sharing his political opinions with these newcomers. Okay.
Wow.
What's up? I almost called you Jack again. Bone.
Yeah, Bone is going to, well, they're getting close. They're getting real close.
They will be here.
Yeah, they will be here.
By the time you take your action.
I am, going to try to, let's see. We're inside streets.
You are coming into an intersection of alleys.
Ooh, intersection of alleys.
4-way.
I am going to try to take us in a different direction, parallel to the river, and so we can juke back, because chances are they're going to head towards the river just because traders are at the river. There's more lucrative stuff.
Yep. Okay. On my turn, they're coming in. The raiders are going to start taking shots and firing at whoever the first people they see. Jack.
Do I have a good perception of which alleyway they're going to be coming out of?
East and west. You're clear north and you're clear south.
Boy howdy. How's the east and west alleyway looking? Is it just open? Is it full of just like junk, wood, whatever? Like
it's full of bits and pieces of collapsed houses and your typical Fallout suburban rubble.
So what I'm hearing is it sounds flammable.
It could be flammable if you'd like to spend an action point to say it's flammable. On your turn. You can spend one from the pool before you roll.
I'm going to say it's flammable.
Okay.
And I'm going to chuck a Molotov cocktail down there to create a flame barrier to at least stop one section of us from being preyed upon by raiders.
So I'm hearing you're checking in the opposite direction that Boone just had you.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. All right.
Oh yeah, Fireball plus Panther Roar. I am fucking loving this.
I like this. So you immediately spend one right now. Congratulations. All of that shit's flammable. So now it's your turn. Let's set it on fire.
Great. So,
Like the ink spots say.
Doom, doom,
No. As opposed to what the
I
ink
do want to
spots
set the
say.
world
You
on
do
fire.
wanna set the world, at least their world on fire.
Okay, so
Sort of flame in their body parts.
Sort of flame in their hearts, literally.
yeah.
Okay, so Molotov cocktail, I believe, is agility plus throwing weapons. Do you have throwing?
I don't have throwing. I have explosives. Yeah, it says multiple cocktail skill explosives.
There you go. Go with that.
Great. So
I had the wrong thing written down for an NPC. So yeah,
that's okay. So yeah, that's agility. So I have to roll 10 or under. It's
Yep.
also attack skill.
okay. So before you roll, if you like, you can spend an action point to gain another die.
Guys, what do you
There's
think?
one in the
Can I do
pot.
this?
I'd pull it from the pot because
Pull from the pot. All right.
yeah, because the pot doesn't help us move forward.
All right.
But okay.
Oh, that is all of the successes.
And what's your skill?
Which is what I was hoping for.
Okay, so so again, I had to get under 10. I have a 9, a 4, and a 2. A 2 is under my tag skill of explosives. So
Okay, so that's 4 total successes. And if I remember correctly, you weren't aiming at a person, you were aiming at the alleyway.
to just block the entire alleyway full of like a giant fireball.
Got it. Oh, this is great. So, what's the damage on the Molotov?
What's the what?
What's the damage say on that Molotov?
Four
dice?
shit-eating grins.
4 shit-eating grins. 4 segs. SEGs. 4 segs.
4 sags.
That's
So-
4 of these.
That's what it sounds
Let
like.
me use my
So,
good arm.
before you do that, you have 3 action points. Each action point, if you would like, you can spend it in a variety of ways. One of those ways would be adding extra damage to it. 1 plus 4, so 3 extra action points because you only needed the 1 to throw it and not set yourself on fire.
Good job, me.
So with the extra points, you could either put them towards the goal of getting 7 points, or you can add some extra damage.
I'm gonna put them towards the goal.
Okay, all 3 towards the goal.
All
We got
3 towards the
4
goal.
points left. You've created a flaming obstacle. This is good. Yeah, you're not necessarily intending to hurt them as it is to hold them back.
Got to roll damage or no?
You don't need to roll damage until they run through it.
Oh, great. I'll keep these out here then. That's pretty exciting.
On my turn, on the Raiders' turn, say what? Well, I'm just going to roll some dice and we'll see. I'm going to use this as what do these assholes do? There's 3 of them that are coming close. One of them is fucking dumb enough that he is going to rush through it. He himself is also brandishing a Molotov and he is inspired by the fire. He looked and saw the fire and thought, fire, it is my calling. And he runs forward. Roll those dice, Xander.
Okay. What do these dice
We'll
mean?
figure it out.
Okay.
We'll figure it out. Very little. 1, that's 2 points of damage and an effect. Does the Molotov have any special
Persistent.
tags? Ooh, okay. Well, he is now on fire. He has taken 2 points of initial damage, and the persistent will keep going. That means it lingers.
Every round gets 2 more damage on him. What happens to, again, he's on fire. He has an explosive device in his hand. Does that go off
That's a good question.
It should.
in his hand?
I'm just gonna have him
It beats
roll
a
and
die. You don't
handle his explosives skill.
He accidentally put water in the bottle.
Oh,
no.
I'm dumb.
That's a real good question.
They drank all the flammable stuff before they got in the raid.
Oh shit. He doesn't have explosives. Shit. Yeah, the Molotov goes off. I'll just have you roll the damage again.
All 4?
Yeah.
I just see this guy dropping the Molotov because he's literally on fire, and which means he drops a Molotov into fire.
Yeah.
Okay,
So it
that's
shatters.
4 more dice, and it triggers the effect. So now as there's this flaming person running at you, he has in his hands a fireball on the left, and on the right, it's actually quite fearsome. On the right, he's got a machete. No, sorry, not a machete, a tire iron. And he is just running forward and just charges out of the night. Phyllis, this is unlike anything
Welcome to your life with post-traumatic stress disorder.
unlike anything you've ever tried before. I'm going to have you make a roll, a test against some fear here.
Okay.
You're going to be rolling your endurance.
Okay. My endurance is a 6. Survive of a 3 in survival, which falls under endurance.
I mean, this sounds like a survival check, man. You're just like first day out of the vault.
I-
What is
running
it?
at you.
It's not Nightbane. I don't have like a fear or existential dread kind of
Yeah. I will have-
insanity, you
can
know.
roll endurance
Okay.
as your base.
Okay.
And it can be either based on your survival or, if you have it, explosives.
Let's see here. I do not have explosives. Why am I rolling 1?
You're 2 dice.
2,
This
and
is a test that I am making you roll as an opportunity to possibly generate more points. Yeah.
A 5.
Oh, nice.
My endurance is a 6, so I had a 7 and a 5.
Okay,
so
that's 2 successes. You only
Yay.
needed the 1
oh,
to not be
totally
momentarily
like paralyzed with
just
fear.
like, what the fuck? So that's an extra action point. What would you like to do with it?
Do you want to get to the docks?
Let's get to the docks.
You want to use it for something?
Yeah, just run.
Okay.
We're getting
Yeah,
to
the
this.
ducks.
Run. Here, boy.
All right. That's now. You only need 3 more. Okay. That was one of my Raiders actions. 2 others are coming in. How many action points do I have? Yeah. All right. All right. They see, because NPC hates Jacob.
No. You said he was your brother.
That doesn't matter. He's killed 2 of my
I
characters.
have. Bone.
And crippled a 3rd.
No, but Bone did said he was moving parallel to the docks, which means he's moving directly into the path of the others that are coming the other way. So Bone is the first person that they see. Bone, you run through, you drop past a bit of rubble, and you are face to face with a raider who is momentarily surprised. He wasn't expecting you to just drop right in front of him, but he has a pipe pistol. He is going to shoot that pistol at you. I am not calling the shot, so it's not going to raise the difficulty.
Oh,
Your
no. This
defense
ain't
is
my
1.
day.
Actually, you know what? I am going to call the shot. I'm going to try and shoot you in the face.
Well, alrighty then.
Not because I want to kill him, but because this guy's like, ghoul, this is a zombie. Shoot him in the head. And that's what he's doing. He's going to try and shoot you in the head. I'm spending 3 action points to get 2 extra dice. These guys need them.
They're pretty dumb.
Ooh, that's a 16, a 19, a 12, and a 12. None of which are successes.
Wow.
He is. The shot goes bam right past you, doesn't even graze you. You can see his hand is kind of shaking, not from fear. He's clearly on something. Yeah. You have no idea what he's seeing. It's probably pretty cool. He doesn't even notice when the next guy runs up behind him and just pushes him aside and is swinging a tire iron at you. I am not going to boost this roll. Jesus Christ.
Whoa, boy.
Wait. No, I got a hit and a complication.
Uh-huh.
Oh boy.
You roll that hit location, sir. You did not call that shot.
Hit location. That's going to go to your torso. Tire iron is strength plus melee, target number 8. I got that. 4 dice physical. That would be 5 damage. Do you have any damage resistance?
I do not.
That means not only do you take 5 damage, you take an injury as well. Oh, he just whacks you hard. You hear ribs crack. You need a nice radiation bath, my friend.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good thing. Do we have random injuries? Is that how that works? Let's look that up. I forget.
Oh boy.
Critical hits and injuries. Okay, as to the torso, you are bleeding heavily. At the end of each of your subsequent turns, you suffer 2 shit-eating grins of physical damage, ignoring all your damage resistances. These effects last until the injury has received medical attention.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So he's almost dead in the first round. That's cool.
However, it's now your turn.
Yeah.
Got a stim pack?
I do not believe so. Yeah. Nope.
Oh, and as the complication, I will simply give you an extra action point.
Okay.
You can do whatever with it what you want. You get to decide, do you put it in the pool or do you add it towards the goal?
I'm going to add it to the goal.
Okay, there's 2 points left.
Okay. Well, I was trying to find our way through here, clutching my ribs as this one raider is high as a kite, obviously, and the other one is winding up to finish me off with a fucking tire iron.
And this guy who's high as a kite, it's like the guy in The Fifth Element. Give me the gas! Bam!
Bone stares at... Oh, shit. I can't change my action. No, okay. I'm just going to try to continue with my action and try to dodge down a side tunnel, basically.
You can change your action, but it will increase the difficulty.
Yeah, no, I'm just going to get the hell out of here. Just dart down a sideway and try to disengage from these fools.
Got it.
Bones, like, to the two of you who are falling right behind, is like muttering something about antibond leg bug, get me out of here today.
Okay. Again, this is gonna be endurance at this point. Endurance plus survival.
Oh shit. I'm rolling for 7s. Oh shit.
No.
You rolled
Is that a pair of 20s?
No, it's just a single 20, but it's how I roll.
20 and
Wrong
11.
game.
No.
No successes and a 20.
Okay, you get out of their immediate. You get out of the raiders' immediate range. You turn down an alley, leading these two behind you into a dead end.
Oh, shit.
It takes a turn, and it takes another turn, and that's the end of the line. You have to backtrack. Tell us you're up.
There's not like a fire escape ladder or something we can...
No, but
we're
you
just
said that you
fucked.
were going to have your cat do a growl
Yes.
thing. So
This would be a good time to release the cat.
okay, I'm gonna have it roll. I'm just gonna do it on my end. Take it. Yeah, got it. Okay. Oh, okay. One of those is a success. It's gonna be enough for the other raiders to be temporarily held back in whatever it is that they were planning to do. So you get a momentary pause. Anyway, next round, what are you doing? Now that this guy has led you down an alley. This seems like a flashback from earlier in an alley with a raider.
It's not great.
Right before you met him, actually.
So yeah, this raider is not on fire.
Well, there's no raider this time. It's just these fools.
So now we have to backtrack and go back
through the raiders.
Back through the raiders. Okay.
To move on towards your destination. Unless you got a plan.
I thought you knew where the hell you were going. Great. Okay. So we're trying to get to the docks.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna say, Mr. Whiskers, find water. And he's gonna go
Okay.
and try to go find the water.
Bone, what are you doing?
Bone bleeding out
You'll be fine.
is squaring up to fight these guys.
Okay. So you're going to get ready to fight them. You can ready an action.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have much of an action to do at this point. We're in a dead end. Backtracking takes us right back into them.
Yeah.
So it's might as well just square up and ready for him to come.
Oh, and I apologize. I should have done this last round. You need to roll two grins. 2 segs.
Uh-oh.
Shit.
What is it?
I got one of the Pip-Boy
It's just
logos.
one damage.
Oh,
You take 1 damage. That's it. Okay, and the Raiders are going to recover from their momentary setback and run in and try and finish a group off
I
in the
really should
alley.
have tried to shoot one.
The note being that because of the abilities that y'all have used, the cat and whatever, they're going to have an increased difficulty to their actions, but they're
Okay.
still going to get their actions. Jack, you're up.
The guy who's on fire, because my Molotov cocktail is persistent, do I roll more damage for him now?
Nope, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about that?
He's persona non grata at the moment.
Great, I love that. And there's 2 Raiders?
2 more.
2 more.
But you hear shouts in the distance, the revving of bikes.
Great. I'm going to try to shoot one with my hunting rifle
Okay.
because I don't like their faces.
So basically, you're waiting until one comes in distance and then going to shoot him.
It sounds like from what you're saying, they're imminently going to like round the corner and get us stuck in the dead end.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just like holding and wait. As soon as I see one, I'm going to blast.
So you got your rifle. You're spending your turn to ready that rifle and get ready. One thing that you can do, if you wish, is since you already have the weapon ready,
Yep.
as your minor action, you can choose what is called aim. If you choose to aim before you fire, you get to re-roll 1d20 on the first attack roll.
Great, I love that.
Okay.
I love that for me a lot.
All right, one of them is rounding the corner right now.
Well, I'm going to have to aim and fire then.
Okay, so you aim and fire. That's going to be a base of 2 dice. Do you wish to call a shot, or do you just want to shoot the first part of the body?
What is called? Is called shot increase difficulty?
It does.
By how much?
Choosing the hit location makes it increase the difficulty by 1. That means you don't roll the hit location die, and instead you pick a target.
Okay, so it's either a 10 or a 9, you guys. What do you think?
Don't ask me, man.
No,
All right,
no,
It doesn't change your target. It means you need one more hit to succeed. One more success.
No.
Then no.
No,
Okay,
absolutely not.
So you've got your 2 dice.
Should I spend an action point and get one more dice?
Yeah, go. I mean,
Go
if
for
we
it.
got stuff in the pot, we need to
We
get
got
out
one
of
more.
here.
I'll take it.
Okay.
I have a 308. Let's see what happens. Ooh, okay. My goal was a 10. I have a 9 and a 4.
That's 2 successes, I believe. I don't think anybody has a skill of 4 or higher.
Nope.
Okay, 2 successes. Well, that all you need is just the 1 to hit the guys coming around the corner. He can't defend against it because it was just an immediate interrupt. Okay. What's the damage on that weapon again?
That's 6 shit-eating grins.
All right, roll them.
Okay. All right. 6 shit-eating.
Oh, and before you do that, you have 1 extra success.
Can I put that closer towards the goal?
Sure. There you go.
All right, so we're down to just a 1?
Just down to 1.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right. I'm rolling 6 shit-eating grins right now.
Okay. That was cocked. Roll it again.
Okay.
That one last one.
Oh,
Sorry, it was just 1.
sorry.
Just roll
roll
one
one.
die. I saw the others. Just roll or
Oh,
that.
no.
That works too. That is a much better roll than we had the last time. If Jacob promises to make me a 3rd drink, I will
Yes, sir.
allow it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I will
Jacob,
gladly
you
bribe
promise?
the GM.
Okay, so that is a fantastic roll.
Yeah.
That is Jesus. All right, so that is 5 damage to this raider that has just come through. Roll that hit location.
Okay.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
No,
Let's
not
see.
that. Not anything but the beautiful bean footage.
Oh, I thought anything but this dice that was hit location. I was very confused.
Sorry.
That is straight to the torso.
LaBelle,
do you think we
in Boston or something?
This guy, yeah, he is wearing leather armor, so that takes 1 away. So it doesn't do an injury, but it's 4 damage to him. It is a nice shot. Anyway, they are coming round the corner. I'm gonna hold on to these action points because I need them. First one's gonna try and gun you down. He is just missing wild.
Wow.
Okay, I
Don't
totally
mix your LSD and your gunfire.
but you know what? Yes, I'm gonna spend one more, and Mr. Tire Iron sees that Mr. Fake Mustache over here is a beautiful. Oh, yeah, that is. That is a 7. That is a hit. That is just within the hit range. And he's gonna run up and he's gonna smack you with a tire iron.
What?
He is smacking you upside the torso.
They like the torso hits.
Okay.
Yeah, just barely. That was just barely a hit. 4 dice of damage. Fuck it. 5 dice of damage.
Wow.
I'm just burning through them. Why not? That would be 3. No, that would be 3 hit, 3 damage, and an effect. But it doesn't have any effect, so it's 3 damage. It's just a straight up blunt attack.
Okay.
Do you have any armor?
Not on the torso.
There you go. 3 points of damage. Bone, you're up.
I'm punching this son of a bitch.
Punching?
Okay.
Punching.
Okay.
Well, that's a 1 hit out of the 2 of them. No 20, thank you.
Not this time.
Oh, when I said punch, I meant with my iron knuckles.
No, yeah, I figured as much. The defense is 1, so that's all you need to hit. So give me that damage.
So, first of all, I traded a torso shot with him. And that's 2 Pip-Boy logos.
Okay, so that's 2 damage. Does your weapon have any effects or qualities?
Concealed.
That's it then.
Yeah.
All right, boom. Just 2 damage. The turn now goes to Phyllis.
Well-
what did you say you were doing previously?
Well, I thought we were going to try to get out of the alley. I misunderstood.
You can still try and get out of the alley.
No, I think that's dumb. I want to change what I'm doing.
Okay.
So this instead, I'm just gonna pull out my gun and I'll still start blasting.
Gotcha. So pulling out the gun is a minor action. You still have a major action. You can shoot it.
Yep.
In order to hit these guys, because you have changed your action at the last moment, you have a difficulty of 2.
Okay, that's fine.
So you'll have your 2 dice. You want to hit them.
Okay.
That's going to be agility plus small guns.
Okay, small guns is a 2. My agility is a 5.
So you need to get 7 or higher.
7 or higher this time?
7 or lower.
7 or lower this time.
Playing different
and I'm
games.
Rolling 2.
Yep.
Okay.
2 of them. You need 2 successes.
How about a 1 and a 10?
But a 1 is a crit.
1 is a crit.
So that's 2 successes.
Yay!
So are you shooting gunman or tire man or stick man?
I think I'm shooting Tire Iron Man because that's probably the closest one to me. So
Sure.
I'm just gonna close range, like fucking just shoot him in the ass crack or something.
I mean, you can roll. I think you can roll for
Right.
part of body, yeah.
Yeah, roll, you hit him.
Torso.
Oh, man.
It's the most common roll.
I'm going to say
So roll
that
the damage of the gun. What is the gun damage?
Or what is the?
It would look like a bunch of
4 shitted ingredients.
There you go.
4 SAGs.
This is that. It is so. It is so.
All right, 4 shitted ingredients. All.
Wow.
Oh.
So that's all faces.
All 3 faces, 1 bullet hole.
Okay, so that's 4. Does your weapon have any special effects in the last? It might be at the end.
Close quarter, reliable, range C, rate 2, type physical, effects. Oh no, effects nothing.
This is a. Oh, wait,
Any
hold on.
qualities? It's the third to the last.
Close quarters, reliable.
This is a 10 mil.
Yes.
Somebody be rolling with the big heat.
Just so you know, a reliable weapon ignores the first complication that you roll to use that weapon in an encounter.
Okay.
Cool.
La
What was the-
Belle is special.
Yeah. Okay. That's it. 4 damage. That takes this guy down. One downed raider. However, what are you going to do next?
Next, I'm going to. There's one more raider.
One more. He's got a pipe gun. He's right in the alley. He just got shot.
Oh, he just got shot.
That
I
was the
shot
one
him.
So he,
That Jack
okay,
shot.
so I'm going to have Mr. Whiskers attack him.
Bone.
You know, at this point, I am. We got one down. There's enough room to dodge. I'm dodging and heading back towards the river.
Great. I'm shooting you, Jack.
I am gonna shoot this guy again because I hate his face.
Okay, do it. Do that. Shoot
All right.
that guy right now.
Don't shoot my cat.
I'm not
Don't
gonna
shoot
shoot
the
you,
cat.
cat.
Nobody likes the person who shoots the cat.
No,
He's-
that's
He's
true.
pest control, ma'am. He knows the difference between animal and person.
Yeah. And the cat's a good cat.
Oh shoot! I just realized right now. I took some ability that lets me use either agility or charisma or my highest skill to use small guns. So actually,
Ooh.
my difficulty is even lower than that. So it's actually 12. That rules.
Which, wait, what?
No, there's something I took that lets me go and like change.
Don't you have a perk that?
Yeah, there's something I took that let me go and switch out my highest skills for something.
Wasn't
Anyways,
it gifted?
it was gifted. Anyways, whatever.
I am unfamiliar with this. Let's just go with
We'll go with the
agility
regular.
for now.
All right, so 10.
Yeah.
10 is my
And
goal.
We will
Excuse me.
double check this afterward.
2 successes, baby.
Hey!
And 1 is under my
Yeah.
tag skill, so that's 3.
So we need 1 to hit.
So that's
You
3
got 2
total.
more action points. What do you
Throw him
want
to
to
the
do
goal.
with them?
Throw him to the goal.
Throw
Throw
him
him to the goal.
We only needed 1 for goal, right?
I'll tell you what, I've got an idea. Throw 1 to the goal and 1 to me to do a thing. Got it. I got you.
Oh, well, when you kind of
Do you
scared
trust
me.
him? I mean,
Don't trust the GM,
No,
man.
no,
He
no.
was wearing pants when he said he was, so I think that makes him trustworthy.
Okay, all right. That's Dr. K. I believe you. Let's do that.
Okay. All right.
Total
Roll the
damage.
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
Roll for this one. Roll 1 more damage.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, sorry. That's my bowl of shit-eating grins.
Am I also rolling for location?
Oh yeah, roll that location.
Torso.
Torso it is.
Look,
Of course.
look at
Hey,
that.
center mass. You know.
Oh shit.
That
Oh
is-
shit.
Ooh,
Oh.
that's pretty good.
That is
4 bullet holes, 3 pips.
4 bullet
1,
holes,
2, 3,
3
4,
pips.
5, 6, 7. 7 damage. Ooh. Okay.
He's not feeling so good.
Well, yeah, that's a damage to the center mass. It's going to be essentially the same bleeding thing that Bone had that I forgot last round.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll-
if you
I'll just
forgot
give it
about
to you.
that, you know.
I-
He's fine. He's lasted this long. He's fine.
Okay.
He's practically pickled.
So
So
here's how this goes down. Crystal, you have been standing on this damn boat for hours. You and the crew, you floated in on this pole-driven swamp boat much earlier, just a couple hours after dawn, to drop off the wagoners and the cargo that they were delivering here to Big Luxe. So just to recap, the Wagoners, Blackwater Wagoners, are a family-run transportation organization here across the Gulf, mainly focused in and around the city of Big Luxe, Mississippi. The family is run by the matriarch and the patriarch, their kids and the kids' in-laws, and a few of the grandkids. Now you are regularly employed by them as a pilot and a guide in the area, and it helps that you have a big old elderly snapmaw. Who knows how old that thing is, or when it's going to die. Natural causes, probably not a problem, but snapmaw Alzheimer's is definitely a thing at time.
Snap bang.
Snapfang, sorry, snapmaw. What is snapmaw? No, snapmaw. That might be from Horizon.
That's Horizon. I was like, what the fuck is a snap maw? It's from Horizon.
Snapfang. No,
I'm like, yeah, I know it's old. It's
So what the
it's
hell is a
season's time.
snap thing?
A snapfang is my take on a death claw, except it's like a gator mixed with a big old snapping turtle.
Oh, okay.
So
that
now
sounds
you have-
terrifying.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely terrifying.
Yeah, okay.
But my old snappy, he ain't got no teeth left. He's just a good boy. He,
temperamental, but a good
Oh,
one.
yeah, it's that tortoise from Neverending Story. Just, I don't care.
basically, yeah.
So the it's one of the kids that was in charge of this caravan, charge of this delivery. Everything was unloaded. You had a whole group of people waiting at the docks when you arrived. They took everything and they've been gone for hours. You expected him, one of the younger Wagoner children, back about 4 hours ago. Something held him up.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't really worry about it much until about an hour ago when you heard the gunfire and the explosions.
And the brum.
Yeah, off in the night. It's been getting dark. It is just now past dark. You've got Emmett with you. Emmett is one of the gunmen of the Wagoners. So one of the guns for hire, the guards, the caravaneers that hire on with these groups as basically mercenaries. Emmett's a younger fella. He's got
I mean, most people are younger than me, so I understand that.
He's a smooth skin, late 20s, wiry, has a well cared for dark brown mullet, has all his teeth. It's unusual for these parts. Piecemeal combat armor, ragged sleeveless t-shirt with the words "Death and Taxes" stenciled on. Kind of an old militia style hat with the sides rolled up and pinned, and a pair of highway patrolman shades. He's also got an itchy trigger finger. He's been keeping watch over the boat with you, waiting for the Wagoner to come back. Wagoner and the crew to come back. Miss Crystal, this ain't right. We should pull off.
I hear what you're saying, Emmett, but I got some friends out there, and if there's trouble, I want to make sure that we can give them a hand if they need it.
And punctuating that statement, a series of quick pop, 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 in the background. I think that counts as trouble. I don't think we're in a position to help no one but ourselves.
Well, Emmett, if it comes down to it, I'm going to wait right here for my friends if you need to push off. But I got people in these parts.
He takes a deep breath and looks around. You are in charge of the boat. I defer.
That's right. So we're
just voicing my opinion.
I hear you, youngster. I've been on this planet decades longer than you, and probably decades longer than you will with that kind of attitude. So let's hold tight.
Snapping turtle.
He steps back. I did not mean to offend Miss Crystal. I accept myself. I've been told.
All right, you just keep sharp eyes.
Back.
Keep sharp eyes, Emmett. That's all.
I got sharp eyes.
I just imagine like the pause between her saying that and him reacting. There's just in the background like this distant panther roar, just accentuating the fucking fire in her eyes. I'm like, oh no, you didn't, you know.
So I think we just learned that the snap jaw is the
snap fang.
Snap fang is the kinder of the two.
There is that panther roar that happens, and there's a moment of like automatic motion where he moves in front of you, and like Emmett has multiple guns. The one that he has been holding has been a double barrel shotgun, but as he moves, it's like a smooth slide it back and pulls out this lever action and holds it, like looking across the landscape back to the south towards the city. And even from here, you can see occasional bursts of light and smoke coming from the city wall. Something's going on and it's not good. You suspect the Wagoner will not be returning anytime soon. And he says, Miss Crystal, we should set a time.
All right, Emma.
15 minutes.
All right, Emma. I'm going to turn over this here hourglass that's only got 15 minutes left in it. And by the time that sand runs out, I give you my word, we can shove off if there's no one in the distance.
Pops his rifle ready, drops down to a position. It's just ready to fire at anything that comes close. And then a wall of plaster explodes outward, and there's accompanying it is a gunshot that kind of resounds through the area, and this wall explodes outward as this body of this just raggedy looking dude with like some, maybe like he looks like he has a hockey mask on, but it's like turned onto the side of his head, and he's holding a gun, and it goes flying, and parts of his body, just blood flying everywhere. As this guy just flies through the wall, and you see on the other side a trio looking out, and there's this one fellow with a conspicuously missing mustache and a gun, just aiming out that gap in the wall.
Now, Emmett, I don't know if I know these fellas, but I think we should wait a minute because they just killed a raider. So I think they might be more on our side than not.
Okay, so now we're going to get back to the rounds. But now, Crystal, you were involved. Welcome, Crystal. Yay!
Yay!
So again, we're going to start from the lowest. Phyllis.
Yes.
Okay, there's just been a gap open in this wall when
Sweet.
Jack pulls out this hand cannon and just blasts this dude through the wall. And you see beyond a series of docks. Beyond that, the swamp extending to the north.
Oh boy. Okay.
And there are some figures a good distance away past a stretch of dock terrain, we'll just call it, and sitting on a boat, a fella, a lady, looks like. One's got a gun. Bone, you immediately recognize them. Do you make a statement?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You want me to go now?
You got 5 seconds.
Tante Crystal, how's the hot sauce today? Great timing. Oh,
Okay,
God.
Phyllis, what are you doing?
I'm gonna run towards the boat and say, "Don't shoot the cat. He's with me."
Okay, what are you doing, Jake?
I am dragging myself to the boat. Running is no longer an option at this point, so we're not crawling, but we're definitely got a stagger to us.
There are some raiders that are going to appear this round. You hear the revving of the engines, you hear the dirt bikes, and they are making a quick, obvious approach towards you. If you do not get to the boat by the end of this turn, you will be beset by bikers.
I'm staggering as fast as I can.
And simply because the flow works out wonderfully this way. Crystal, what are you going to be doing this round?
Well, so I see my old, I could call him a friend, Bone. I've known Bone for a long time. I see him having a little bit of trouble. Now, I know these raiders don't mean well, especially in this situation, but
No.
I would like to see Bone feel a little bit better because he can do a little bit of damage when he's got a little pep in his step. And I believe I have a little Rad-X in my kit. So I'm wondering if that would help my old friend Bone.
If you had, like,
Actual radiation.
Oh no, is that the opposite of what I
Rad-X is
need?
the-
Yeah.
Ah, shoot. I don't think I have any
You
radiation.
have what,
here.
like Psycho or Jet?
Hang on. I got, oh boy, I should have said this. I got flamer fuel.
Oh, God.
Is that worse?
She's got buff out.
I got buff out. I want to give him some medicine. I'm trying to figure out what he needs. I'm a
So,
little.
you know what? Check this out. I like this plan. You got drugs, and you want to give him drugs.
I would like to give my friend some drugs to help him feel a little bit better.
Here's what I got a plan. This is going to be great. Phyllis, you have a question.
Is he your ghoul friend?
Here's what I'm going to go
We
with.
don't
Phyllis.
like labels.
No, Phyllis.
Wow.
Crystal. Here's my thought.
Okay.
We've been talking enough pre-game about your character.
Oh, you have
essentially.
Jet.
I do have
You
Jet.
do? You do?
Does that say Jet?
I think it's this flamer fuel is jet plus jet fuel is what that makes.
You have jet fuel.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Okay, so here are my thoughts. You either can give him a drug that you have, or I'm thinking I'm going to give you an item, which is bag of unidentified drugs.
Mama's, we call it Mama's purse.
Bag of unidentified drugs.
Alright.
These are not drugs that you would normally be selling because you don't know what they do and you're not confident. However, you can use an item. You can use an item off of the bag,
Okay.
and you can apply an unidentified drug to someone with a random effect.
You know, I might not know exactly what she'd need, my friends. So we might just want to roll the dice on this one since you happen to be a lucky son of a bitch. So why don't we try that out?
Okay, so you're going to throw him a drug. Is that the plan?
Yes.
You're going to throw him a drug. Okay, and finally, we're going to get over here to Jack. What are you doing this round? And you are starting things off.
I see a boat.
Mm-hmm.
I see an armed person. I see a ghoul dressed, or I see a person dressed in a white veil. Can't tell if she's a ghoul.
It's black veil.
Black veil? Okay,
That's
sorry.
a hat on the black veil.
Yeah.
Casual clothing.
But I do see a way out of here, potentially with this boat. But I see raiders encroaching upon us. So my plan is to go and get to the docks and take a crouching position to aim at the raiders in case they come too close, as I allow for my comrades to get to the boat. Preferably if there's some kind of crate I can kneel behind too for some extra.
Absolutely. This game 100% favors and encourages players to make use of the environment, be it for something like cover or in a creative use, there just happens to be a crane and I'm going to spin that crane around and knock these people over. It is that kind of game. Yeah.
So I want to go and again get as close to this boat as possible, because that's the only way out, it looks like right now, and try to find some cover underneath the crate, take my rifle, again, my rifle's already out, but to aim it towards raiders so I can give covering fire in case they come closer.
Okay, so... Oh, all right. Fascinating. Is your goal then, if we think of this mechanically, are you just trying to hit them, or are you trying to stall them some way? If you're trying to hit them, we can turn it into attack. If you're trying to stall them, we turn it into a hindrance effect to their actions.
Good question. So I just want to create enough time. I want to create my cover as close to the boat as possible, while giving enough time for everybody else to go and get on the boat, so then I can also get on the boat, while also preparing if I have to actually hinder one of them with a shot to the leg or something.
I think we can go with it this way.
Okay.
I don't know if the mechanic. I'll have to reread some things between this and our next session. But the call I'm going to make for now, I think will work. What I'll have you do is, to explain my thinking here, you're going to make a test, and your success will generate additional difficulty for anything that they do as you're laying down shots.
Covering fire, yeah.
Yeah. One thing we haven't been doing up to this point is counting ammo.
I have been doing that,
You
actually.
have? Okay. Yeah. Oh, good. I was going to say there's a lot to think about, so don't necessarily worry if you haven't. But at this point, what you can do is we can bring in the rate of fire to add more effect to that. Does your gun have a rate of fire?
Rate is 0.
Okay, well,
I believe it's a bolt action rifle.
Oh, that's fine. Rate of fire, if you have a rate of fire of 1 or higher, that means that weapon, with it, you have the ability to spend ammo to add more dice to damage. It doesn't add any difficulty or anything. It just represents you opening up the barrel, In this case, you don't get to do that. So we'll start with you rolling your test. So you've moved as your minor action. You have moved to take cover.
Yes.
Perfectly fine. So now you're firing as a major action. It's 2 dice. If you have any action points or something, otherwise just roll those 2 dice.
Okay, so we're going for 10 or under. Both hits.
Ooh, nicely done.
Okay. You have what is called a difficulty 0. You can't fail this test, technically, but if you succeed at it, it does nothing. Each success you do is you spend that success to make a thing happen. So in this case, I will say and again, there's probably a rule for this that I don't remember, so I'm just making it up as we go.
That's okay.
That you can spend a success to increase the difficulty for whatever it is that they're going to do this round as you are laying down covering fire.
Mm-hmm.
But you could also spend those successes action points to do action point things.
So you can make it harder for them or funner for you. Am I hearing that right?
That is 100% correct. In fact,
It's my first day. This is great.
Now,
that 100% point on astute observation of how this system works will earn your group an action point. They're like,
Yay! This is what I went to grad school for, folks.
harder for them or funner for you? I love it. I love it.
let's just motivational interview our way out of this, shall we? Like, let's just.
And you could have punctuated that with a roll tie.
Oh, no! No.
I can develop some discrepancies in this.
Yeah, I'm thinking that I'm going to make it harder for them. I'm thinking that my covering fire went and hit a barrel of illicit alcohol that is now partially caught on fire and consumed the end of the dock where they're trying to approach from. So again, we're just going to keep on the fire theme, if that works for
So
you.
you're going to put both dice towards that?
Well, I'm going to put one dice towards that and one dice towards me finding a small pouch of extra ammo on the dock.
Yeah. Action points aren't that generous.
Heard.
You can put an action point in the kitty for somebody else, or if you want, you can spend it again towards that. A +1 to difficulty is a heinous increase. So a +2 to difficulty would essentially make it impossible for them to do much of anything.
Try and increase plus two. I'm gonna increase plus two difficulty.
Okay.
Fuck them.
There you go. Yeah, no, I mean it's
They're fucked.
It's heinous.
Yeah, let's do that.
Again, I'm probably using the rule wrong, but
House rules.
I am now on drink number 3, so we're going with it.
As Christian Kane would say, welcome to my house.
Welcome to my house. Buckle up tight. So, bam, playing down some fire. Yes, I like the idea of you exploding some bottles, some moonshine jugs. Specifically, moonshine jugs that, Crystal, you remember the people from the wagon had set those aside as potential trade points. There's actually a whole crate that just has, on the crate, the side of the crate is stenciled a jug with XXX across it. And he just blew that.
They were saving it for later.
They're saving it for later. In fact, you were like eyeing that to think, if we kip out, maybe we have enough time to grab that.
I just don't want to keep it on the ship because it's a little flammable, but we were going to save it for later.
Okay, anyway, moving down. Crystal, what you were saying, what you were going to do.
Right, so I'm trying
Toss
to...
me drugs.
I'm trying to help my... I'm using quotey fingers, my friend. I think it's been a long time. We're figuring it out. But I wanted to give him this unidentified bag of drugs and hope that something's helpful in there because I've been looking at my inventory and I don't know if it's exactly what it needs, and I don't want to, waste anything real valuable, if you know what I'm saying. So, but I want to give him a hand if I can.
The fact that Crystal is wandering around with a bag full of floor pills is just absolutely
You're a ghoul with options, is what I'm hearing.
And I just know he's a lucky son of a bitch. So I'm just gonna let him have this bag of unidentified drugs and see what happens.
Okay, so here's the way we can do this. The simple mechanic for this is you throw him an unidentified drug. The bag is pretty heavy, but you can reach in and throw him something.
All right.
Just fucking hope it's not a Viagra. God damn it.
This is gonna be great. Crystal, roll me 2d20.
Oh, Jesus
An
Christ.
unsafe drop in blood pressure may
Add them
occur.
together.
Okay. I got an 18 and an 11, so that makes 29.
Okay. Jacob, you have just been thrown an unidentified
Fuck it.
drug.
I'm popping it in my mouth as I'm staggering towards the boat.
Jacob, oh no!
Just stay in that position right there, sweetheart. Let me
I
get
know.
a picture of this.
Oh, just slumped over on the table.
It's gonna be
Oh
fine.
my goodness.
Oh no.
What does this do?
Oh, Jesus
no.
Christ.
So the GM is smiling.
Oh, that's never good with NPC.
Jacob, just because it's your turn, you're gonna get a quick action before the Raiders
Which
go.
is popping whatever it is in my mouth.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no, honey.
I mean, you didn't have to accept it if you didn't trust me, Bone. I know it's been a long time, but I'm doing what I can. It's a precarious
Okay.
situation.
I'm
You pop it.
Yes.
Congratulations. You have just inhaled jet fuel.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You get a free point of action, free AP at the start of each turn. Congratulations. It's also addictive. Yep.
He's a ghoul.
I think.
With the duration of lasting, it means it lasts until the end of Whoa. You are on jet fuel until the end of the next scene.
Whoa! You're feeling great. You're welcome,
Nice.
Benny.
You were worried about a drop in blood pressure? I think that's the wrong direction.
Roll me a
Complete
single.
opposite.
Roll me a single seg.
Oh no.
Yep.
Oh,
There we
yeah, he's
go.
been hoarding those little bad boys.
Oh, shit.
What'd you get?
Pip boy.
Oh, congratulations. You're addicted to jet fuel.
Yay! That happened quick.
Oh, wait. No, wait. Hold on. We need to roll equal to the number of doses you've taken this session.
Jesus Christ.
And the number is 1. So yes. Fuck. Okay, congratulations. You're addicted to jet fuel. Thanks, Crystal.
I got you. I'm here to help.
I love it. I love this game. Okay, so you are now
Yeah, I'm
Trust
just
me, I'm a
charging onto
doctor.
the boat.
you are feeling pure Rex Kwon-Do pulsing through your body.
Ooh, choking down the urge to turn around and charge the Raiders. I'm going to dive on the boat.
Okay, well, you've got an extra action point for free. So do you want to use it for an extra die or what?
Yeah, I'm just going to use it for an extra die.
All right, 3 dice. This is going to be, you're going to be rolling, in this case, before you do, it's either, this is going to be agility. You're just making the run. So agility plus
Athletics?
Athletics, yeah. Or strength. Take your pick.
I'll go with strength. Oh, shit. That's a whole lot of failure.
All of them?
All of them.
Okay. So before we count this as a failure, let's see if there are other mechanical options available to you, such as you may spend 1 or more luck points to re-roll dice in a pool. You may re-roll 1d20 or up to 3d20 by spending 1 point each.
We're going to roll all 3 of them.
Okay.
But you can do it 1 for 1.
Okay. 1. No. 2. No. Oh, no. That
Wait,
is a
that's a
success.
good one.
That's a
Yay!
success. We'll take it. We'll take it.
You're gonna go with a success.
We're going to go with the success.
Okay. You spent total of 3 points of luck, I believe, tonight.
4.
Oh, 4.
4. Not-
And you barrel towards, you make it across. You are just barreling down. You've used your minor action to move and your major action to handle all of the pressures of getting across. And you just sort of leap across and land on the deck of this boat.
I knew you could do it, buddy.
You like it. It's just happening in slow motion to you. It's almost like
That drug from fucking
Dread. From the movie Dread.
Ugh.
Yeah, it was called slow-mo.
Yeah.
So you're
Ugh.
seeing everything happen in slow-mo, except that you have the Max Payne version of it, where everything's happening in slow-mo, but you can react that quickly.
Over to you, Poppy.
Okay, so paint me a picture of the scene here. Let's see. So you just jumped into the boat, and you're super cracked out, and you, what'd you do? I'm sorry. What'd you do with your second action?
I swallowed a pill and then jumped, just ran.
Oh, that's all. Okay.
Went from a stagger to a sprint and dove into the boat.
I threw him a drug. I threw him a random drug, and he just took it. And he just ran like a jackrabbit right up on deck.
Okay. I'm gonna follow Bone, and Mr. Whiskers and I are going to. I already said don't shoot the caddies with me, and I'm basically we're both just gonna, like, me and Mr. Whiskers just in unison are just going to, like, jump into the boat as well, and I'm just gonna look at Crystal and be like, "Hi, I'm Phil. It's nice to meet you."
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, honey.
I would like for you, Poppy.
No.
Phyllis, roll me just a single d20.
Okay. That's a 10?
That, what is your luck?
A 5?
Okay. All right. You run and you leap onto the boat. Mm-hmm. And do that. Oh, hello. And you realize your cat is not with you.
Oh, no.
Your cat has bolted across the lawn towards the motorcycles.
Oh, boy.
And it leaps onto one of them.
And now it's a panther riding a motorcycle?
Ooh, that's the next. Is that a 20? No, that's a 1. All right. So 1, 2, 3. It leaps onto one of them and just tackles it off the bike.
Nice.
And you just hear these growls and these howls, and which also accompanied by the screams
The
of
Wilhelm
someone.
screams, yes.
Yeah, in horrible
Very high
pain.
pitch.
Oh God, make it stop! Oh God, the pain! Oh, it hurts! This Raiders just dying very loudly off camera. At the end of the round, Emmett is also just flings back Emmett slides back the crank, bam, slides again, bam, slides it again, bam.
It's just target practice for my boy.
We will start the next round with, okay, well, there were going to be 6, but 1, 2, 3. Oh. We will start the next round of combat with 3 raiders on bikes, having made it through the initial round of covering fire. The cat just decided,
and the inferno.
Fuck this, I'm going to eat everything.
Now remember, you can't kill my cat.
Well, I can.
No.
But if I do, I have to give you another one.
I said,
I know.
I will only have an animal companion if it's actual Fallout video game rules, and then it can't die.
Yes, it might have the essential flag set on it.
Thank you.
We will begin the next round with 3 raiders on bikes rushing towards you on the wharf, ready to leap on and take over your boat. And we will call it there.
All right.
All right. Oh boy.
Well, I'm sorry it took so long to get you in here, Crystal, but I'm glad that you've made the appearance at the end in a dramatic way.
I feel like I'm making an impact. I'm helping.
You know what? Throwing in some random drugs is.
I feel like you're making an impact, Tante.
We'll get you patched.
It's funny because I've played the Fallout games for years, and I can count on my hand the number of times I've used the drugs. I've just never. I'm not a drug user.
So you're just like a little straight X.
No, it's just more of a. I want to be able to kick these guys' asses because I can kick these guys' asses.
Way, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I practice and I train the weapons and I get really good at sniping.
You're like an all-natural bodybuilder.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah, you're not on the juice.
More of an all-natural headshotter. But
Well, yeah, sure.
That's how I always was too. I just took like all the agility and perception. I'm like, just give me the best sniper rifle possible.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to sit back from a very long distance and just pick you off one by one.
The old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
As God intended.
As God intended, exactly.
As our God taught Howard intended, because every Bethesda game, that's the way to play it. Yeah. Yeah, sneak thief with a sniper rifle.
I mean, that's literally what I have. I have sneak. I have small guns. Like
Me too, actually.
and then all the charisma. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk my way out of things or shoot people's heads off from a distance.
We have some things in common, but I have a feeling shortly we will have some conflict.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because that was kind of the main specialty at Chef Shock's Roadskill Critter Kitchen. Was a snap fang soup.
Oh, I thought you were about to be like a ghoul fillet.
Oh no!
much
Oh
better.
no!
That's much easier.
No! Someone would end up being drugged behind the boat.
No, they sell goulash.
Oh, what kind of vault were you in? Oh,
A bunch of really fucking nerdy scientists who all had really super nerdy scientist kids together.
But wait, it's Louisiana. So if they're cannibals, wouldn't they be eating gums, Bo? I know when we started this, I was like, let's hold back on the puns, but we've technically stopped gaming.
See, I did very well, didn't I? Mostly.
I've been choking it down the entire time. So
I honestly forgotten about that rule, and I think I still did okay.
I think I did fine. What do you think of that first session?
not bad.
I'm looking forward to digging into this character. I'm feeling a little rusty gaming wise, but yeah.
No, I've been practicing my characters' voices all week, and I've been having fun with that. But I've had an especially really fun time with Dr. K here going and...
I'm sorry, you mean Crystal.
Sorry, Crystal. Not Dr. Going and fleshing out our characters together. We've spent a lot of nights over a lot of fun cocktails going and just really diving into all of our backstories.
Sometimes literally, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good stuff that y'all have submitted. Like I'm really excited to see where things are going to go here. This isn't the brag. It's more of a, I've put more thought into this than I have in many games that I have in a while. Again, because as I said at the very beginning of this session, I love Fallout.
Can concur. Yes.
And while at the same time, I don't consider myself a true fan because I like all Fallout each installation of the franchise. I think has had its purpose. It's good points, I'm excited to see our take on it thrive, and I want to see these characters grow, and I'm super excited for things that I've got planned.
So are we.
Yeah. I mean, I've gamed with you long enough, NPC. I think that you are my oldest friend in the city. I'm pretty sure. I've known you for like 19 years.
You are of the people, at least the people at this table, I've known you longer than anybody else. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I found you because of gaming. Because you posted on LiveJournal about looking for a...
Oh, Jesus Christ.
LiveJournal and Fading Suns. Yep.
Yeah, you and I was like, I just want to keep gaming, and I found you, and you accept me into your weird little group.
Yeah.
And I've been here ever since, and I don't ever want to game with anybody other than you as a GM because I find your improv, all right, Jacob, fuck off.
Hey, you're here too.
You've been like just so like I've had other GMs. Most of them have been okay, but this is why I wanted to bring Dr. K into this. Is I'm like, if you want any GM, like you want NPC.
Oh. Melt.
Because
big hearts.
Because again, being new to tabletop role playing games, I'm like, he'll just tell you like what to look at and what to roll, and he takes care of everything else.
Am I doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yes. I got this. This bitch bone on the boat. That was my main goal. So I got you on the boat. We'll see what happens with the cat next time. Because
Mr. Whiskers,
honey,
Mr. Whiskers, come back.
Yeah, it's like herding cats. I know.
NPC, you gotta just embrace the way of dog murder. Trust me.
No,
no, it's That was the Breakfast
Boo.
Puppies channel, so what are you saying?
Boo this man.
We've had
Boo.
this conversation before.
We will not end up on doesthedogdie.com.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, for the record,
Will
you
not.
can still end up on there. It's like the dog does not do that.
If it's wasteland mongrel dogs, they're okay. They're okay to shoot.
Yeah, I felt bad when I had to shoot that guy's guard dog because it was attacking me, and because it wasn't mongrel, but it was an attack dog, and it was red, and it was the tab it felt so bad.
Well, that's why you get Animal Friend. I think you don't have to worry about
So
it.
my animal friend Power, I'm gonna sing to him. I got a little ditty. I'm gonna sing to my animals.
Oh, you
Okay,
have no
oh my God,
idea.
I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Okay, dear listener, next time you might get a song. And were we to record visual, maybe a dance. But unfortunately, we don't record visual, so you're shit out of luck there.
We really should someday, though.
Nah, it didn't work.
Use your imagination, listeners.
Again, pants.
All right. You're wearing pants. I'm wearing pants.
Xander
and
checked.
I'm also
sorry,
wearing a bra,
Dr.
for
Gerrymander.
fuck's sake.
Chuck. Yeah. Oh. You really showed up.
I really
today,
showed up
Poppy.
for
I
this.
appreciate
You're
you.
welcome. Yes.
Only
Hell, I
one, of,
shaved.
Y'all are
Oh.
elegant.
only one of us is not wearing pants right now.
It's me.
And on that note, you've been listening to Bikers, Dice, and Bars playing Fallout, the 2D20 system. Welcome back, dear listener of all one of you.
Greg.
And thanks for sticking around through this year-plus long hiatus. Check us out on breakfastpuppies.com and join us on Discord, breakfastpuppies.com/Discord. We would love to talk to you more about it, share your love of the Fallout universe, and ask us any questions you have. Any final words, folks?
Just don't set the world on fire.
Pants are optional.
Keep it spicy.
May your dice always roll crit.
Oh, that's right. We used to do that.
We used to do that.
As always, I'm NPC.
I'm just Jacob.
Dr. Xander Gerrymander.
Dr. K.
Dr. Poppy Beaujolais, I decided just now.
Going back to school, eh?
I've
no.
seen what you've done in your time away from the microphone. Good job.
and we wish to remind you,
Keep your shiny side up.
Always tip your bartender.
may your dice always roll those crits.
And please, always drink responsibly.
And pants are optional.
Thanks for joining us, friends. Thanks, y'all, for listening to the Backers, Dice, and Bars Uranium Moonpie actual play campaign using the Fallout 2D20 RPG. If you like what you hear and you want to support the show, check out our Patreon for bonus content and special remixes. Patrons will even feature regularly as names in the ongoing campaign. Fallout, Vault Tech, Nuka-Cola, the Pip-Boy, the Brotherhood of Steel, and other related official content and components are owned by ZeniMax Media Incorporated. The 2D20 system is owned by Modifius Entertainment Limited. Bunker Safe, Cane Cola, The Short Order, and all other down-home setting components are the original creations of this podcast. All of the holotape, note, and log scripts were written by NPC. Performances provided by special guests, all of which are credited in the accompanying show notes and ID3 tags. The official theme songs were written and composed by Skip Bonkusky. Most sound effects are either recorded and mixed by NPC, acquired from Tabletop Audio, or else acquired by Creative Commons Zero license. Sounds and effects requiring attribution are noted as such in the show notes and the ID3 tags of episodes in which they occur. Thanks again for listening. Y'all come back now.